Welcome to our channel. Have you ever wondered why success feels so elusive despite your best efforts? Today we're diving into 6 powerful habits that might be holding you back. From procrastination to people-pleasing and comparing yourself to others, these habits are more common than you think, and they can seriously sabotage your journey to success. But don't worry. By recognizing and addressing these behaviors, you can break free and start achieving your full potential. Stay tuned for some eye-opening insights, and make sure to subscribe to join our community of growth-minded individuals. If you're ready to change your habits and unlock your true potential, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. We'd love for you to be part of our journey towards success. 1. Procrastination. Charles Dickens once said, "My advice is never to put off until tomorrow what you can do today." Procrastination is the enemy of time. Although we know we shouldn't, many people have the habit of leaving everything to the last minute. Constant procrastination will only make you stressed and prevent you from reaching your full potential. Procrastination breeds laziness and indifference, which may bring temporary pleasure, but it is not a fair trade-off. Do you procrastinate on things that should be done today, leaving them for tomorrow? The truth is, you're not alone. Everyone procrastinates in some way. Psychologist and researcher Joseph Ferrari recently discovered that 20% of us are chronic procrastinators. Habitual hesitation can prevent you from reaching your full potential. Procrastinators often think a lack of motivation is the reason for their delay in action. If you really want to succeed, you need to train yourself to act and keep moving forward even when you're not motivated. Smokers know that this harmful habit can kill them. Everyone knows smoking is bad for you and can even lead to cancer. But the risk doesn't seem to stop people from smoking. Smokers may want to quit, just like procrastinators. The potential danger in the future can't overcome the craving for nicotine in the present. Similarly, procrastinators know that not completing a task now could lead to pain and regret, but they still don't take action. Procrastination brings joy in the moment. That's why stopping it is so difficult. You want to leave it until the end of the day, tomorrow, next month, or even next year. You want to relax and enjoy the moment. If you do it right now, you'll lose your pleasure and feel exhausted. Don't wait until you feel motivated to start acting. Motivation may indeed be real. However, it's not something you can accumulate whenever you want. Successful people choose to focus on their goals. They work when they feel inspired. At the same time, they keep going even when their initial excitement has waned. It may seem difficult right now, but you have to do it if you want to succeed. 2. Self-criticism. Nowadays, especially in modern times, we have very low self-esteem. There is a lot of self-criticism and the devaluation of ourselves in a terrible way. This drains our energy and becomes a burden on our lives. A common bad habit we unfortunately fall into is being negative about ourselves. We belittle ourselves by constantly thinking that we can't do things, that we're not good enough, that we're a burden, and that no one wants to be around us. But the truth is, these are just thoughts we have. If we let them dominate us, they will destroy not only our self-esteem but also our relationships. Especially, this negative self-thinking will prevent us from achieving our dreams. We all go through moments of self-criticism. It's a kind of inner monologue, but it's not always positive. Sometimes this feeling is like a dark cloud blocking a sunny day. We've all experienced it. Each day, our minds generate about 85,000 thoughts. What's surprising is that about 50,000 of these are inner monologues, and 80% of them are negative. This means that we generate almost 40,000 negative thoughts every day. But why should we care about this? If left uncontrolled, this troubling inner voice can lead to several psychological issues. It's these voices that make us think that inside ourselves, there is another personality, always watching and judging everything we do. These voices appear everywhere and in every situation. It could be a celebration, a pat on the back for recognition, or it could be soothing, encouraging, forgiving, empathetic, or inspiring. But it can also be more brutal. looking for mistakes, not supporting and causing harm. Your own ego despises you, violently attacking you with words like, "You're useless, a failure, unworthy of everyone's expectations." These things keep us stuck in past mistakes or paralyze us in the present with criticism. To overcome these inner critics, it's essential to understand and acknowledge yourself. Any unexpected changes might make you uncomfortable, but with a positive perspective, accepting mistakes and striving for personal improvement in the future is an important step that deserves recognition. Identify your strengths and weaknesses. Knowing your strengths allows you to choose better jobs or directions for yourself, avoiding mistakes. Clearly recognizing your weaknesses gives you the chance to plan for improvement, training, and self-growth. 3. Blaming others. Surely, each of us has made mistakes at least once, and we all handle those situations differently. Some people bravely face the truth and their mistakes by reflecting on themselves and admitting their faults. However, there are also those who are too cowardly to face reality and instead blame their circumstances or others, not wanting to be judged by others. Taking responsibility means recognizing your own mistakes and taking positive actions, such as apologizing, correcting, and compensating for the consequences. This is the attitude a person who makes a mistake should adopt. On the other hand, blaming others occurs when someone knows they are wrong but refuses to admit it, instead finding various excuses to shift the blame. People who blame others often believe it is someone else's responsibility, so they don't have to face the consequences. Taking responsibility and blaming others are two completely different, even opposite actions. However, to live a better life, we should learn to courageously admit our mistakes, take steps to correct them, rather than find excuses and shift the blame to others. Apologizing and taking responsibility reflect one's sense of accountability for their actions. They also demonstrate a person's manners, character, or at least basic courtesy in communication. As someone once said, a clumsy apology is still better than silence. Therefore, when you acknowledge and admit your mistakes, it will bring you peace and relief. The person who made the mistake won't be haunted by guilt or overthinking it. Why should we live in regret and carry the burden of a mistake, right? Moreover, when a person admits their mistakes, it helps others view them more favorably and builds more trust from those around them. Taking responsibility is a form of respect. And of course, everyone wants to be respected. So, if you make a mistake but stay silent, refuse to take responsibility, or even blame someone else, how do you think people will perceive you? Certainly, they will lose trust in you and stop seeing you in a positive light. Admitting your mistakes acts as a balm for your soul, soothing the harm caused by your error, while an apology can reduce others' anger and prevent the situation from escalating negatively. Thus, admitting your mistakes is a way to resolve unnecessary conflicts and misunderstandings in relationships. If gratitude is a way to express happiness in life, taking responsibility is a way to resolve pain and hurt. 4. Perfectionism. Everyone can become tired or even exhausted from work, but perfectionists are the ones most prone to reaching this dangerous state. A 2022 survey by Gallup showed that 76% of American workers reported experiencing feelings of fatigue and burnout. According to Dr. Gordon Parker, a psychiatry professor at the University of New South Wales, Australia, when stress related to work is sown on the fertile ground of perfectionism, burnout can take root. The main symptoms of burnout include feelings of depletion, fatigue, skepticism, and a decrease in work effectiveness or quality, whether working in an office or at home. Perfectionists live with a clear-cut, black and white view of the world, where any mistake is considered a disaster. This not only leads to extreme anxiety, but also causes paralysis when tasks are not completed or are delayed out of fear of making errors. That's why perfectionism is often associated with procrastination. Outwardly, perfectionists are often highly valued by employers because they initially appear to be reliable, diligent workers who put in long hours. If asked to take a break, they'll say no because there's still too much to do. However, are perfectionists really suited for advancement? Do they perform well in higher positions? The truth is, for perfectionists, their ego often grows alongside their desire to be perfect. In fact, excellence is often considered a key factor in success. This is why many people have high expectations of themselves and the world around them. However, unfortunately, their perfectionism may also be the very thing that prevents them from reaching the peak of their careers and talents. In many cases, perfectionism can take you far. For example, if you strive to be the best parent you can be, set an example with your work results, or plan an event without a single mistake. But in your career, this personality trait can lead to many unwanted consequences. 5. People-pleasing. Do you often make decisions based on prioritizing the needs and wants of others over your own? Do you bend to the wishes of others just to make them happy? This may seem fine in certain situations. You get thanked and appreciated, but later on, you might regret not standing your ground and living a dull life in a world full of color. Making others happy is not inherently bad. It is an act that shows love, care, and concern, and it can bring joy to others. However, when you try to please everyone, or try to be the good person, that's a different story. For many people, they hope that agreeing to everything others ask will make them feel accepted and liked, something they may feel they are missing. But what they fail to realize is that trying to please others is actually a form of disrespect towards themselves. If you spend all your time helping others, making them happy, and seeking their approval, you may face mental health issues. Efforts to please others can cause stress and anxiety, negatively affecting both your mental and physical health. Spending all your time, energy, and resources ensuring the happiness of others means you have less determination and willpower to pursue your own goals. Additionally, people who constantly try to please others often hide their own needs and preferences. This can make you feel like you're not living your own life, and may even make you feel as though you have no idea who you really are. Concealing your true feelings makes it difficult for others to know the real you. Remember, being authentic is important in any close relationship. Moreover, while striving to meet others' expectations might make you appear to be a kind and caring person, they may begin to take your kindness and attention for granted. 6. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison is the root of all unhappiness. Constantly comparing yourself to others will only make you feel competitive, insecure, and frustrated by their achievements. It distracts you from what truly matters, yourself and your own progress. The only person you should compete with is yourself. According to modern neuroscientists, our habits are determined by our consciousness. Therefore, the first thing to do is to form a new habit in your brain, such as becoming your own best friend. You should listen to and understand your own inner value. Learn to appreciate yourself, even with all your imperfections. Additionally, you need to recognize that the habit of comparing yourself to others is not healthy. The negative consequence it brings is a loss of confidence and a decrease in motivation to improve. Once you start controlling your thoughts, over time, things will become easier. Rejoice in others' success without comparing yourself to them. Everyone has their own journey, and there's no need to compare. Find joy in your own personal growth. External recognition is not as important as being content with your own achievements. Set small goals for yourself and celebrate each step forward. The internal rewards will help you become less dependent on external validation. To avoid the negative consequences of comparison, you need to accept that you are unique and that society should embrace diversity. Start with yourself by recognizing and accepting who you are. Remember that everyone is good at something. Stop comparing and belittling yourself and start valuing who you are. You may not be outgoing, but perhaps you're great at listening or offering advice. Maybe you're not competitive, but you have an artistic and creative side. Or maybe you don't want to travel the world, but you're excellent at creating a warm and comfortable home. You don't need to be like anyone else. You are not inferior. On the contrary, you are unique, and the world would not be complete without you. Begin to embrace your uniqueness. Thanks for watching. We hope you found these tips useful and are now inspired to make positive changes in your life. Remember, breaking bad habits takes time, but each step forward counts. Now, we want to hear from you. What habits do you think are holding you back from success, and how do you plan to overcome them? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a conversation. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. And of course, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on more valuable content coming your way. We can't wait to hear your feedback. Leave a comment and let's keep growing together.